Welcome to the Big Zo podcast. I am he is me. Once again, got my Cuzzo with me. What's going on, bro?
What's happening? It's Mr. Mix, always in the middle of some shit, aka Lil Cuz. What's happening?
Yes, sir. All right, we're gonna get right to it, man. So I just showed you a clip, and I'm explaining the clip. So this dude was facing some serious jail time, apparently. They didn't say how many years or whatever, but he was facing some jail time. And his woman just happened to know the judge. So she was like, let me talk to him and holler at him and see if what we can do, if we can work some things out. So ultimately, she went and hollered at him, and she wound up sleeping with him. So he got to avoid jail time, and he just got probation.
Okay.
And she told him, hey, I did what I had to do. Now let's never speak of this again. But he can't seem to let it go, and I'm assuming it's probably causing problems within their relationship. So my question to you, Cuzzo, is if you was in that man's shoes, how would you feel?
See,
Oh, I'm sorry. His question to the radio station was, is she a hero or is she a hoe?
see, that's
Now,
let's get it where
yeah.
bring things where they need to be. So, for me,
Yeah.
she is both.
Okay.
She is both.
All right.
And stop with the you gotta be one of the no. Both things can be true. You can absolutely be a hero in this case because you kept him out of prison, and I don't wish prison on my worst enemy. And comma, you can you can be a hoe, cause that the fact that you knew the judge, the fact that when you knew the judge, it was like I'm gonna go talk to him. But here's the part that nobody's talking about. My nigga, you knew who you knew who you married. You knew who you married.
Bro.
You knew. We don't like to admit it, men. We lie to ourselves all the time. We know who the fuck we married.
That's what
we know who
attracted
we
you
with.
to her.
We know who we know. So when she went over there, you knew in the back of her mind, you knew in the back of your mind, she was about to do some shit. Like you knew some shit was about to happen. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself that, nah, sweetie, don't do what you usually do. Because that's how she got you. But so the second question is, how would I feel about it? Shit.
Now, keep in mind.
Depending on the severity of the charge. Murder, we're good.
He was facing some years, though.
If I'm facing murder, if I'm facing like 25 to life, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, you just gotta eat that.
We good. We good.
Yeah.
Like, look. If you ain't never did it, you ought to try it. Bro, I done had my girl flirt with niggas at the, man, flirt with that nigga in the line. Flirt with that motherfucker at the, like.
And that's just
use
for like
your woman, right.
just for like an extra piece of chicken or
Right.
something.
So you think I won't do it so I can not go to jail?
Life on the line.
For life?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no.
Yeah.
Do what the fuck you gotta do. This should never be spoke about. But I get a pass.
Whoa.
I get a pass.
Hold on, Cuzzo.
I get a pass.
Hold
Hey,
on.
I get one. I get a pass. I get a pass.
Yo, she gave up them panties
Cool.
to keep
Great.
for your freedom.
Wonderful. I get one. I get one.
Oh,
You
no,
ain't gotta know about it. We ain't never gotta speak about it. But in that case, because I am not a proponent of get your lick back. Because for me, cheating is cheating. So when women always like to hit you with that, I cheated back. No, you cheated. No, you cheated. Like, don't try that I cheated back shit. Like, that is semantics. He cheated, you cheated. So leave it at that. But in this case, for my edification, like, I'm going to replay that in my head forever. It's the first best man. It's the first best man when Mia did that shit, and he was at the altar, and he looking at her, and he's crying, and she thinking, "Oh, he loved me so much." No, he want to kill your ass, but he can't, cause he did so much dirt. He gotta let you have that. Like he knew he had to let you have that. Like fair exchange ain't no robbery. Like you look, we went up on each other. I got that chick at the job that was flirting with me that I've been bobbing and weaving this all. Yeah, we gonna have to let that happen on a Wednesday. Like I'm just saying.
I feel you. I feel you.
I mean, come with your let me know where I'm at. Let me know if I'm crazy.
All right, so I'm looking at it like this.
Okay.
First of all, she's a hero.
Just a hero, no hoe.
She should go down in history.
She should go down in history.
Nah, I ain't gonna say she's a hoe. Now, to get that off, you gotta have a little hoe in you.
Bro.
There are some hoe tendencies in you.
She didn't go to a lawyer. She didn't offer no money. She didn't look at no legal books. She said, no, I'm gonna go talk to this nigga, and I got it.
There probably was no time. There was no time. And maybe the money was low. So she made an executive decision to get the job done. And apparently it worked if he just walked away with probation. Now, I don't think that he should have a pass because it's his fault that they were in that predicament.
Facts.
Now, she could have just let the chips fall where they may. He'd be somewhere behind bars, and then she could have been somewhere getting clapped up elsewhere.
It would have happened. It probably would have happened.
But, so, I think, she's a saint.
I'm saying with me, again, for him, absolute saint, he avoided jail time. You're absolutely right, sir. But for me to live with it, because I got to live with that shit. I got to live with
So you're saying for the sake of your ego?
For the sake of my ego. I'm in a bind, Nate. That's what that was in a different scenario. I am not a stranger to sometimes situations happen in life to where women have to use their womanly ways to do what they got to do. Baby, I don't judge you. But as a man, that's gonna fuck with you.
No, for sure.
With you a little bit.
For sure.
It's gonna fuck with you a little bit.
We can't handle that, dog.
Yeah, nah.
But she should definitely, she should be mentioned during Black History Month.
Oh, yeah, it's a bunch. Yeah, off the show.
But
for sure.
Look, question though, why when we think about, you just brought up a best man when my man was at the altar, how come when, we get cheated on or when we think that the woman is messing around and we get in our head and start, envisioning it, why is it that dude in our imagination is always putting his best foot forward? We never imagine our girl messing around and it's just okay. This nigga be showing out in our imagination.
Yes.
I mean, he doing all the moves.
Yes.
Old and new.
Yes.
He getting creative with her.
Of course.
And she's into everything he doing.
You know why? Because it is a difference between a woman that you can get and a woman that you want.
For sure.
It is a difference between a woman that you can get. I can get her, but I want her.
Yeah.
You show out for the one that you want.
Yeah.
I've been at you for 2-3 years, whatever the case may be, you've been telling me no, or I just didn't have the nerve, or you had a man, I had a girl, but I finally get a shot at you, I'm showing the fuck out. 1. 2, I'm going to say it again.
Well, first
you know your girl, dog. You know what the fuck she do when she be with your ass. You know the shit that she do, and you be looking at her a little bit, you be judging her a little bit. You don't want to, but you judge her a little bit. You look at it and go, that was nasty, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. And I like that you do that to me. And you know she gonna do it to the next nigga. Cause that's what
honestly,
she is.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. When dudes, women be wondering why he won't leave me alone? Why he still bothering me? Why he still stalking me? Because he remember what you used to do to him.
Fuck yeah.
And he don't want you doing it to nobody else.
No.
He probably don't even want you. He just don't want the next dude to have that gawky.
Facts.
But I think, she saved him, dog. He's indebted to her forever.
Forever.
She kept you free. You owe her. So I think you got to, go to therapy or something, dog.
You're gonna have to.
I don't think that.
You're gonna have to. That's some shit. Man, that ain't some normal shit you just wake up, I'm over it. No.
Hey, God bless her.
Nope.
God bless her.
God bless her, God keep her. Wherever you at in the world, sweetheart. Big salute from a real one. I understand the sacrifice that you made to keep your man out of jail.
Yeah.
Hey, you got a friend in me.
And I hope they be together forever.
Hey, that's not gonna happen.
Because
they'll be done in 2 years. Maybe even 3.
So it was in vain?
It's
what you're saying? She gonna regret it?
Bruh. Yeah. He's not gonna, it's not going away. That never goes away. Look, the male ego is a fragile thing. That's why when it comes to cheating, men and different levels of men of different levels of attractiveness will not forgive the woman. Like, we'll stand on that shit. We'll be like, no, I will not. That's where I stand. That's where I draw the line. Women have been forgiving men for centuries.
Women are way more forgiving than we are.
For centuries.
That's a fact. And
I can get past it. I understand it. We can't get past ego. Can't get past that shit.
Because women try to stand on business, but then you know that emotions and all that kick in, and sometimes they'll fold. But
the first true argument they have, it's coming out.
When a dude is upset and he's done, he's done, and can be unforgiving.
Yeah.
And mean, bro.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get what you're saying. I just feel like if it was me, I would just feel so obligated to her, dog. Like I couldn't do that. She kept me out of. I don't want to go to jail.
I know you don't want to go to jail.
I ain't built for that.
I understand you ain't built for that. But you also not built.
I gag when I brush my teeth. I'm not built for nobody's prison system, bro. You know how full my dance card would be? They gonna have to kill me. I'm not finna be the belle of the ball in prison. Because, I can't go to prison, bro. I'm like, Boondocks, Tom, that's me. I don't want to go to prison, bro. I can't go to prison. I just feel like, she's a saint, dog. The new version of, she should be in the history books, bro.
On that hand, I 1000% agree, and I'm with you. I'm still a man at the end of the day. I still understand that shit. The first argument, the first time she do some new shit, it's coming out.
For sure. For sure.
Oh, so you doing that shit with old boy, huh? That's what the fuck we do. Like, it's coming out. It's always gonna be in the back of his head somewhere, and it's gonna be ammunition at the wrong time. It's just hard to get over. Now, if he's more mature, if he realizes that, hey, babe, like, I understand it. Because again, some men, open relationships are a thing. Like, they can just be out here and just have a girl. Like, she do her thing, I do mine, and we cool. Like, I know people that got that going on, and they fine with it. You feel me? Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't. So, but hey, you just said it's gonna be done. No, I hope for the longevity,
bro. I told you the solution. You just want to hear my solution. Just let me get one.
But then what if she can't? What if she can't handle that?
Oh, then we weren't meant to make it that way.
Well, because
we was doomed from the start. We was trying though. Like, we was trying to make this thing work. We had some other issues we need to work out. Look, first and foremost, we're not talking about a bunch of other issues in this scenario. No, the unethical ass judge, whoever the fuck you are, you ain't shit. Like,
now what she should have did was
blackmailed. Again, you had the evidence. You could have easily went in there recording. All you had to do was unbutton a few buttons,
cool,
break out the girls, have him, mommy, like looking, going crazy.
Yeah.
Bam, I got him. I got him, babe. Blackmail. She didn't even think of that. That didn't even come across her mind. That's why I say a hoe and hero. That ain't cross her mind. Oh, no. I definitely got to fuck him. No, you don't. There's 9 different solutions to this problem that you didn't think of.
They just sit down and write out.
We ain't come up with no alternate solutions. We said, oh, no, I definitely got to give him something.
She went right to it. Baby, we could think of something else. This is the only way.
This is the only way. It's the quickest way. It'll be 5-10 minutes. Trust me.
Yeah. But I feel you. But
that is wild.
That
is wild, boy.
Hey, that's a horrible. That's a crazy predicament to be in, dog. But hey, shout out to them, man. I hope for the longevity, dog. We gonna keep it along the lines of I guess sexual whatever. Okay. So sexual peak. Okay. They say women reach their sexual peak. I don't know when they say it, but they do it.
Late. If I'm not mistaken, they said late, like right before they're about to hit menopause. So it's like, I think like late 30s.
And dudes hit it earlier? Like when dudes hit it early. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to have to probably disagree with that. Like, to me, like your sexual peak is not when you doing a lot of sexing. It's when you're doing your best sexing.
I agree.
Meaning you've actually learned
facts how
to please your partner.
I agree.
Not just, jackrabbiting and then getting your nut off and then you done.
Right.
Is where you actually learn to pace yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
And put the needs of your partner before yours.
Look at you.
Sometimes.
Look at you.
I've matured a little
Look
bit.
at you.
I don't like to admit it.
But look at you.
I've grown.
Go ahead,
I've
boy.
grown.
Look at
My
this
mama
guy
said it. I was like, no, I didn't, Peaches.
Look at him,
But
grew up on us.
I just think that we get it confused, bro. To me, the quality is always better than the quantity.
I agree. I 1000% agree. Because I will publicly apologize to anybody that had sex with me from like 16 to 22. I wasn't shit. I ain't know what the fuck I was doing. I was happy to be there first and foremost. I appreciated you for letting me do this to you.
It is an
So
honor.
thanks. You're great, and you're aces in my book.
Yeah.
Let's get that out the way.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you for the opportunity, because that's basically what it was. It was, hey, just thank you for the opportunity. I'm happy to be here. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm gonna make the best of it.
Yeah.
But, bro, I didn't learn until I got in long-term relationships.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I became the best, my best, I say, because then you really get to learn your partner. To your point,
Facts.
you get to learn your partner, and you get to learn yourself. You get to learn what works for you, what doesn't.
Yeah.
You get to figure out every position ain't for everybody. Let's get that out the way too.
Fact.
Every position ain't for everybody. Everything ain't for everybody. It's some certain things that have been tried, attempted, and I'd be like, whoa, nope, not me. I'm not that guy.
What was your least is there a position that you didn't like but then you came to like it? Because for me, I just thought from the side was just lazy.
It is, but it's grade A laziness.
It is.
It's grade A laziness.
I've come to appreciate it.
Yeah,
especially when you lazy, tired. That's a hell of a position.
This is gonna sound crazy, but missionary.
Go ahead.
Missionary.
No.
Missionary. And this is why. Because when you first and foremost, for men, and we'll get a little serious, men learn sex from the most horrible sources. We learn it from our homeboys and porn.
That's a fact.
And neither one are very accurate and or what you should be learning from. You should be learning from your partner, from your woman, from having conversations, from experimentation with someone in a committed set. No, your homeboy said, hey man, I tried this and then you should try this shit with her. And so in your mind, you think that's how sex should look for you, right? So, of course, doggy, everything. She got a fat ass, I want to see you from the back.
Well, you can't go wrong with a doggy.
You can't go wrong. And it's still, again, aces in my book. My favorite.
The wackest nigga could shine in doggy.
But, missionary, bro, it's an ab thing that has to work out. One, eye contact. Yeah. Two, and then still keeping the kissing going. And having to find a stroke.
You spitting.
Yeah, having to find a nice rhythm and a nice stroke and keep all of these things going. It's a video that's going around. It takes talent. It's a video going around, and men are they got their girlfriends, and they so have sex with this pillow for 2 minutes.
I seen that.
And they getting tired of shit after 30 seconds, and they no, keep going. Yeah. No, keep going. Yeah. So now you see what the fuck we got to go through and you want 7 positions in 7 minutes. I was so fucking mad at Tory Lanez for that shit.
Put a little respect on 3 minutes.
Man.
Jog in place for 3 minutes.
Man.
Do some jumping jacks for 3 minutes. Boxing is 3 minutes around.
Boxing is 3 minutes around. You better, come on.
Run up and down some steps for 3 minutes.
And see don't it wear you out.
Hey.
And see what happens to you.
Hey. Let's put some respect on 3 minutes. Now, I'm not listening.
And then you want that 4-5 times a week. I work a full-time goddamn job. What the fuck you think this is? I'm not a broke nigga no more than fucking for sustenance and a house and a place to stay.
Missionary fire. You could do so much.
You can do so much.
Options are endless. And then the visual is just good.
Yeah. The visual is good, but
you get to
that
see
to me
you get to see the helicopter propeller joints popping off. You know what I mean? It's just It's just a good visual.
It's a good visual.
It's a good visual.
It's a good visual.
You ever? How do you handle a bad performance on your end? If you ever had one, I mean.
Oh no, plenty. Plenty. Now, me and the homies caught. Look. First and foremost, let's dispel some myths right now. The first is that we have sex with everybody the same. We don't. We do not. It is based upon the attractiveness of the woman that I am with and how I feel about her. Because you will get 5 minutes of fame. I will give you 5 minutes of, and bro, 5 minutes of fame was out. It was actually something that was taught to me by an OG, because he was like, youngin, your problem is,
break that down.
Okay, so 5 minutes of fame, right? So 5 minutes of fame is just literally, I'm here and my dick hard. And I ain't, you ain't finna get no moves. You ain't finna get no type of stroke. You about to, hey, move around on me. Get off. Like 5 minutes of fame is the most horrible, laziest sex that you could possibly give a woman. 1. 2, if you're super duper drunk and you're not in your right faculties, you're not going to perform at the level that you need to. You just give her what you got at the time.
Sometimes being drunk can work in your favor though. But
whiskey dick is a thing. Whiskey dick is a thing. Now that's a different animal. Whiskey dick is it's up. It ain't going nowhere. You gonna go forever. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't going nowhere. But like 5 minutes of fame is what you would give. You know, you got to take one for the team. You're getting 5 minutes of fame. Like I didn't want Big Sally. I didn't want her.
You know, whiskey dick.
Whiskey dick. You ain't never heard of whiskey dick? Man, whiskey dick is a term that all. Hey, whiskey dick is a thing. Whiskey dick is when you get some liquor in you. That motherfucker ain't going nowhere. Okay. And she know it, because when you come home drunk, she be trying to act sleep, and then she get all excited because she's like, I got the whiskey dick. And then you go in there and you kill her for like 90 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's incredible. But anyway, like bad performances. Let's just keep it a bean. All of us have had a bad night. All right. Jordan didn't score 30 every night. All right.
That's a fact.
Let's keep it a bean. So what you do with that is you have to redeem yourself if you can, if you get the opportunity to, right? You got to get one. You owe one. You got to get one. You owe one if you get the opportunity. Now, there's been times where I haven't got the opportunity, rightfully so. Okay? Rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand why she be like, nah, I can't do it again. I don't blame you. It fucking happens.
Women can't be wasting body counts.
Yeah, they can't be wasting. And that's the thing. They don't want to waste body counts.
Yeah.
But if you get that second round, or if you get that second go round, bro, you gotta, do some push-ups. Do what you gotta do. Get your gas station pill. Whatever the fuck you gotta do. Get the honey. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it right.
So I'm saying, like afterwards, after the bad performance, like what do you do after that? Like I'm saying, y'all finish, and how do you behave after the fact? How do you interact with her after the fact? Like, what's your next move after you gave this subpar performance?
You got to keep it real with yourself, and you got to keep it real with her, because she know. Oh, she know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have a conversation. Like, I've had the most awkward conversations after a bad performance with no names, to protect the innocent or protect the guilty. One of them been wanting her forever. So I got too excited. I got too riled up. So I had no idea she had the touching bus.
Oh.
I had no idea she had the touching bus. Man. And the touching bus takes at least 3 to 4 strokes to get used to. Otherwise, it's a wrap. You're out of there. You're out of there, sir. You're out of there. Now, here's the thing. Girls that have the touching bus, or women that have the touching bus, they know. Oh, they know. And she was so cool about it. She was like, I know you was excited. And I know that ain't usual.
Oh,
now,
she's so understanding.
Yeah, I felt like I'm low. I'm this big. Yeah. But what I realized is bro, she know. This ain't her first rodeo. Yeah, you ain't the first nigga that didn't growled and moved to the side. Like every woman has a horrible experience. But I mean, but let's keep it real. We do too.
Oh yeah.
We do too. You know what I'm saying? Like every piece ain't some good piece.
But the difference is we way more lenient.
Yeah. We're way more lenient.
We happy to be there.
We happy to be there. Yeah, we're way more lenient. We're way more lenient with bad performances.
I think sex is way more important to women than it is. I mean, meaning they take it more serious than we do. We can do it leisurely. We can be in the mood for it. We could just happen to. But I think some women have to prep. Like it's a mental thing.
I get that.
You know.
Okay, I understand what you're doing.
It's more of a mental, emotional thing. You know, for most.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I was just thinking, man, because a partner of mine who I work with.
Okay.
He was saying how he was trying to. It was a little shorty that he spent some time trying to get at her, like weeks and months, dog.
I get it.
And she finally was like, you know what? I'm going to call your bluff.
Mm-hmm. That'd be the one.
And she gave him a shot. Mm-hmm. And, of course, he fumbled. And
happens to the best of us, champ.
His words, not mine. He said, man, if we would have started at a commercial break, we would have been done before the show came out.
Happens to the best of us, champ.
And I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I said, so what did you do? He said, thankfully, like the young lady you just met, she was a little understanding.
Yeah, but
but he said like the next she get the next day, like a few days, then she started like roasting him. Cause they were cool. Then she started like roasting him. But in the moment, you know, she gave him a little pass.
You
she
got to.
Catered to his ego a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, so what did you do afterwards? He was like, he said, I was just offering her things. Like, hey, you hungry? You want to get something to eat? You want like he said he just felt bad, dog, and he was embarrassed. And I was like, yo, man, it happened to the best of us, dog. We all, like you said, we ain't scoring 30 every night.
You're not scoring 30 every night.
Sometimes you're gonna have to get this 2, 4, and 5.
Bruh, you're not gonna be at your best every night. But you gotta have so the other part of just sex in general is understanding what type of like person you are when it comes to sex. So if you're a pleaser, for instance, right, then you get pleasure by seeing your partner be pleased.
Right.
So you got to have a curveball. Like you have other appendages that work. You have a mouth, you have hands, you have other things that work. The thing is now you got to make sure that the rule has to be no nut left behind. Like no woman will leave my presence without getting her at least one. Like you got to get one before you leave. Like I got to get you one. However, I got to get you one. I got to get you one.
I respect that.
Yeah, I got to get you one because I can't have you leave and I got one and you didn't. Now, ladies, have the same damn energy, please, because now we done got into this woman empowerment movement to where they'll come in and get them about 16 of them. Don't even ask you if you got one. Don't even look at you. Don't even look down at you or nothing. Just go to sleep on your dog ass and start snoring. And you like, well, wait a minute. My man still, well, you gonna have to, here's some lotion. You lousy motherfucker.
You better go play that PlayStation.
Yeah. He said,
tired.
So that's all. You just we learn, we grow, we get older. It's no big deal, fellas. You're gonna have bad nights. Just make sure, for the most part, that you keep yourself, you keep her pleased and you keep her satisfied, and you do what you can to satisfy your lady, and you're not selfish. To me, it's only a couple of things that make a bad session. Odors,
for sure.
Odors, hygiene,
Hey, but that's on both ends.
That's on both ends. Selfishness. It's only a couple things that make a bad session. Other than that,
dudes definitely be dropping off dirty dick.
Oh yeah, for sure. Bacteria is a thing. Like you gotta, you can't be out here fucking up pH balances left and right. Like,
and groom yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
You want a woman to go down there and do a thing? Groom yourself, dog.
Make sure you groom yourself. Yeah,
get them hairs together.
Yeah, be clean,
trim it.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't saying you got to go baldy. But yo,
yeah,
a little fade, a little gets the grain. Like, clean it up.
For sure.
Clean it up. Clean it up. Get all in between the crevices. Get them inner thighs. Get all of that.
And again, be responsible. Like, we ain't just talking about just being a dirty dick nigga, just dropping it off to everybody and anybody. Have some dick discipline about yourself. Find you somebody who you really want to be intimate with. Be responsible. Be respectful. I always encourage that. But sex is natural. Sex can be enjoyable. Sex is a beautiful thing. Just make sure that, both of y'all enjoy it and y'all get to it, But we put too much pressure on it, and I think that's what fucks it up, is when you put so much pressure on it, that's the main thing. So dudes be trying to, man, if I can't, man, it'll be fine. Trust me. Like, if you're a good dude and you got a good personality and you're a good man, she'll work with you. She's worked with less. She's definitely worked with more.
Don't flatter yourself with what you're saying.
Yeah, she's worked with less. She's worked with more. You know what I'm saying? But be a good dude and you'll be all right. But don't put too much on it, for sure.
I got you. We're gonna switch this up a little bit. So I saw this video, man, and it, like, I don't like these videos, dog. When the parents be disciplining their children and recording it.
Yeah.
I despise that.
Yeah,
because it's bullshit. like what are you trying to prove? Like what's the point besides you humiliating and traumatizing your child? So I have an issue with disciplining your kids in public.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying like y'all out somewhere and the kid get to acting up and you have to get them together real quick. Yeah. I'm talking about purposely making a scene of it.
Yeah.
For as you getting your phone, setting it up, and you go, hey, come here. Now, you're making these or whatever the issue is, and then you call yourself trying to, chastise them. Like, yo, that's whack to me. And honestly, they probably should call
them people on you?
For sure.
All right.
For sure. Because that's mental abuse.
Yeah.
Physical abuse. Yeah. It's traumatizing, bro.
Yeah.
You done humiliate this child. And once it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So this kid got to grow with that. Or her classmates at school gonna see this.
Yeah.
I think that's whack. I don't like it.
For sure. Yeah, it is.
You could.
Oh, for sure. So here's where I'll push back a little bit, right? So the getting it on camera, I'm gonna cut your hair off in front of the camera type of shit. We doing this for TikTok. We doing this for Instagram. Is unnecessary to me.
Absolutely.
However, but there are certain children that need to be embarrassed.
Okay.
They need to be embarrassed.
Hey, I can't even argue that.
But it's the way it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. Mm-hmm. So like a famous comedian, Ali Sadiq. Love him.
My nigga.
That's one of my top 5 comedians of all time.
Yeah.
He said like he would go to his daughter's school, and he said he'll have on Isaiah Thomas shorts. You know what I'm saying? Like
the old Pistons?
The old Pistons joint.
He got the thighs out.
Yeah, he got the thighs out.
Right.
Pass Hoochie Daddy.
Right.
Pass Hoochie Daddy. A ball might fall out. Like, pass it. You feel me? Because she got the clowning.
Yeah.
So, that's funny. That's stop. Like, or I saw some shit. I was at a dance recital, and guy was dropping off his daughter, and she was trying to be too cool. And so he yelling in the car, "I love you, daughter. Say you love your father." And she like, "Dad, stop." Like, stuff like that.
But see, I'm with that.
I ain't got no problem.
Yeah, I'm with that.
You feel me?
I'm with that.
It's the do it for the gram generation of I'm trying to show you how I parent my child in front of the world. And it's not gonna end the way that you want it to end. Like, that's not going to go the way you think it's going to go. You're going to turn that child into a serial killer. And they're going to end up being the Menendez brothers.
Yeah.
Or you do realize when you get old, they pick your nursing home, right?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, like.
They ain't never going to forget that.
Ever. So that part of it, I'm not a fan of. I've never been a fan of. But again, when it comes to parenting your child, it's 2 things that's really sensitive that you really can't speak to folks about. They money and they children and kind of their relationship too. Mm-hmm. So I'm hands off on that. But if you come to me and you ask me and I'm like, yeah, then I'm gonna have an opinion about it, and I'm definitely gonna say like, there's better ways to go about it. There's better ways to discipline your child. You definitely ain't gotta put them on TikTok because again, public embarrassment and humiliation sticks with you.
That's a fact.
It sticks with you. Like we was it's on the subject, but a little off the subject. We was talking about what Puffy did to the band when he made them walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake.
That's a fact.
That never leaves.
Yo,
so even if they become the biggest artists in the world, you still got humiliated on TV and had to walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake. That didn't leave.
They'll never let you live that down. You know how many rappers use that as a metaphor, dog?
Yeah.
In their songs. Yo, you don't forget public humiliation.
Ever.
Bro. I remember in high school, this girl, we still friends to this day. It was funny back then, but I remember she pantsed me. And it was a good one too. She got it down to the kneecaps, brother. Ooh. We was just and thankfully though, it wasn't a gang of people in the hallway. It was only about 6 of us. We was skipping class or something like that.
Okay.
And so we walking down the hallway. I got on these little windbreakers, right? These little track pants, and out of nowhere, I'm in the front too. Out of nowhere, she just it got down to my knees, bro. It was the last time I wore tighty whities. And here's the embarrassing. Here's the icing on the cake. It wasn't the fact that I could recover from that. It was the comment she made afterwards. She was like, "It looked like you got a pamper on."
Oh,
my nigga. When I say
emotional damage,
even in the moment I laughed. It was funny because. For me, funny is just funny. Whether it's on me, whether it's at the expense of somebody else.
I get you.
Yo, I can't. If my mind say, "Hey, that's funny," laugh at it. Yo, I'm gonna laugh at it. I'm the wrong one to look at for, to be your strength in certain situations.
Right.
Because if it's funny to me, yo, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
laugh,
I got to get my 7 giggles in.
I mean, I'm not gonna deprive myself. I love laughing. But yo, you gotta be careful with these kids, man, because. Sure. Like you mess around and turn them into a school shooter in their future. Man,
in this day and age, when everything they do is on the net, and they have to live with that. And the things that go viral, the things that go viral that you don't think will go viral, and if one of them is your kid being embarrassed, like how do they live with that moving forward? That is traumatizing.
And times is different, bro. These kids will get you out of there.
Oh, for sure.
You wake up in the middle of the night, they're standing over you. Like, what? Do it now. What now? So you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. Everything ain't for the internet, bro.
No, for sure.
We've gotten out of hand with this whole clout type deal.
Yeah, it's
disgusting, bro. Like
it's
like it ain't nothing we wouldn't do just to get somebody to go viral.
Yeah. And we go to
and it's doing more harm than you think.
Incredible lengths to do it. And this clout, like I think it's more dangerous now with that. Because again, when we fought back when we was growing up, it was just me and you or me and whoever we had a problem with or me and the multiple people that we had a problem with. Mm-hmm. Imagine fighting somebody and somebody says, "World star."
Yeah.
And you didn't see the punch.
And you lose it.
And you lose it. Yeah. And somebody working your ass. And that's forever? That's just on the internet, somebody working you? Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, no.
So we just got to be careful with that, bro.
Yeah,
like I'm not
I'm not a fan of that at all.
I don't condone that, bro.
Something that I think you should do. I don't think it's an effective method of parenting. So I think there's better ways to parent and better ways to discipline. Yes, you have to get creative. My father used to get creative. He used to make me stand on one leg and read the newspaper. Like he would do crazy shit like that. Like or blow a piece of paper.
You can just take away kids' joy. And that'd be punishment enough. Like whatever they enjoy, bruh, take it from them.
Bruh, my homeboy got 3 boys. And they're like real close in age. And he was like, the bigger thing with boys is chores. Mm-hmm. And man, you gotta make sure this trash taken out. You gotta make sure this grass cut. You gotta, like we all had chores growing up as young men. Teaches you responsibility. So they was slipping on the chores. What they doing? They on the game, of course. Mm-hmm. What he do? Sneak in the closet, unplug the goddamn Wi-Fi. Man, he said pandemonium. He said I have never seen like little kids devastated, like tears in their eyes, talking to they got legitimate questions on what's going on, what happened. We was in the middle of a game. Woo, woo, woo. He said, but from then on, he said, I ain't had no problem with yours. You know, you got to do stuff like that. Like stuff like that will work, but you know, embarrassing them and putting them on camera. I mean, I've seen some shit, but again, in extremes, I think that should be the last resort, not the first.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Like in extreme circumstances and extreme situations, I can see how if you've tried everything and hey, you think it's a game and I done warned you about 6-7 times. I ain't gonna keep on warning you. Plaque out. I gotta hit you with that with the Thanos.
Yeah. Let's switch it up. So I think did me and you talk about this? I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. But like outgrowing relationships.
Whether it be we touched on it, but I don't think we really touched on it.
So well, some along the lines of that. Yeah. So how do you deal with like I'm in a space now, man, where I place people where they belong.
Absolutely.
Because to me, nothing is more, I don't know, I want to say saddening, but giving somebody something and you're not getting anything in return.
Facts.
And I'm not talking about material
I'm talking
bull
about
crap.
energy. I'm talking about energy.
Energy, whether it's time, whether it's just the caring part. Like I check on you. I care about you. I worry about your well-being. Mm-hmm. I support you, whatever it is, whether it's friendship or relationship.
Absolutely.
So when you don't get that in return, that can be damaging.
Yes.
That can be hurtful, and it can be demeaning to how you feel about yourself as a person.
Absolutely.
So I think now, man, you can't afford to give that stuff away for free. Mm-hmm. There has to be some type of return.
It has to.
Again, I ain't talking about nothing material.
No,
material
no,
nonsense.
No.
That's nothing.
No. You've come to the right place, brother.
Emotional, mental, whatever. You have to return that. And when you're just on the giving end of it, you're never on the receiving end of it, man. I think it can really alter the way you function and move out here to where now other people are getting the backlash from the damage that's been done to you by the friend or the significant other, whatever. Excuse me. But go ahead.
So with this one, topic near and dear to my heart, because I 1000% understand it. One of the things I pride myself on, especially with relationships, is being the best that I can be with it, whatever that relationship title is. So if you my family, you my cousin, you my first cousin, you my blood cousin, I want to be the best cousin I can be to you. Mm. So that means if you call me and say, hey man, I need to move something, where I'm at, where I need to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to be the best brother. I want to be the best nephew. I want to be the best spouse. I want to be the best friend. Mm. What we have now is people don't understand those relationships, and they for damn sure don't understand their roles in those relationships. Mm. They don't understand that reciprocation is a thing. And yes, you don't have to give me what I give you, but you have to give me something. I'm not asking for, so if I have money and I give you money and you don't have money, then you can say, hey, is there something else I can do for you? Mm. Can I cook you something? Mm. Can I get something for you?
Yeah.
Can I clean something for you?
Yeah.
Is there anything that I can do for you?
Yeah.
Where people fail at is that when they can't match what you give, they think that they owe you nothing. That is not friendship. That is not how this works. Reciprocation just really means you need to give me whatever it is that you have and the best of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna give you the best of everything.
Because you may not have what I have.
I understand that, and I'm not asking you to.
I got you.
What I am asking is that whatever you do have, I need that.
Yeah.
Whatever you can provide and offer, give me that.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, especially in the age that we're at, you get to a place and space to where you've maybe done a little better in life than someone else. Mm. So now you're prioritizing things differently. Mm. You have different things that you do. You have different things that matter to you. You have different things that you're able to do. So people shy away from you because they're like, oh man, he got a house in the suburbs. He got a wife. He got a kid. Man, I don't want to. And it's like, no, bro, you can just simply call me up and say, hey man, let's go play some pool. Hey man, how you doing? Your head all right? You good?
Just give me some good conversation, bro.
You going through something?
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm an ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that friendships should be based upon. Because again, we're not always going to be equal in what we have. I'm not going to be equal in the things that I've acquired in my life, and you're not going to be equal in the things that we acquired in our life. But I love this phrase because it was taught to me. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. If we exchange fairly, then none of us feel slighted. None of us feel like there's an issue. So whatever you do for me, like if I pay 6 times when we go out, leave a tip. I will never ask, like if I know you don't have it, I will never ask you for it. Or sometimes even when I go certain places, I get offended when you say, oh, bruh, I ain't got no money. Did I ask you, did you have money?
Yeah.
I asked you, did you want to go?
Yeah.
Just come on.
That's me.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
I asked you if you had no money, but that's how we was raised.
Yeah, nigga, I didn't ask you that.
Yeah, that's how we was raised. We was raised to share and share alike. We was raised let whatever we have. You know what I'm saying? Like, we lived together for a while. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it is different for us and how we view friendships and how we view relationships. And a lot of people, relationships are transactional. And that's why we get this, how much does he make? How much money does he have? How much money does she have? Can I get some sex? Or everything is transactional. So if it's transactional, then it really becomes a pimp hoe relationship.
That's a fact.
It really becomes
for real.
So you can either get pimped or you can be the hoe in the relationship, instead of it being just a mutual, hey man, I fuck with you because of the person that you are, and I'm gonna do for you because of the person that you are. I posted something that my father told me, and maybe it's just the universe or God just speaking, but I posted something that my father told me, and I posted it today on Facebook, and I said, if you can't be used, you're useless. But my father used to always say, if you can't be used, you're useless. However, son, just don't let anybody misuse you. Meaning, I'm here for your use. I'm here for you to call me and say, hey man, my job is hard. Apply here and put my name down on the application because I'm a manager up there. I'm going to make sure you get hired. All right? So you do that and I got you. I'm here for that. Now, misuse is, oh, I got 15 other homeboys that I'm going to put their name on. Is that cool? Yeah. No, that's not cool. That was for you because I fuck with you. Yeah. And what people will do now is they'll misuse you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem. You borrow some money from me, it's cool. It's just money. I don't give a fuck. 10, 15, 20, 200, 300, 400. But if you come back to me 4, 5 times and you ain't offered me shit, I'm supposed to continue to? No. Like, that's when you misuse someone. And for whatever reason in this society, people don't have that switch to just say, oh, yeah, I am. I'm damn, that is kind of fucked up. And I wish they did, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Cuzzo. Like, to me, man, what I've learned as I've gotten older, because I used to really battle with like being selfish. Like, you can ask Baby Love, she'll tell you. She'd probably be, hey, what's one thing? Selfish. Like, you gonna let my man finish this question? You just gonna embarrass me like that in front of my peoples now? But so I really have worked on that, and it's still a work in progress. Like, I've gotten much better. But what I found myself doing, man, was like overcompensating for that, because what I learned is doing for others or being a giver more than a receiver, it makes you feel good about yourself, bro.
Bingo.
It affects your self-esteem in such a positive way, dog.
Bingo.
It damn near gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of worth, self-worth. You feel me? So sometimes, man, I have to tell people, or I have to catch myself, because I'm like, yo, you're doing too much. But it's like, yo, I just want to be able to help somebody.
Yeah.
I want to be able to do something,
Absolutely.
And I'm doing it for selfish reason, because it makes me feel, yeah, you're benefiting from it, but I'm getting the most out of it because it's making me feel good about myself.
Come on now.
So I kind of have to catch myself with that, because there are people who will try to take advantage of that.
For sure.
Everybody don't have your best interest.
Givers.
Exactly.
Spine givers.
So you got to be careful with it. But I just know for me, man, it makes me feel good about myself, bro. So if I can help somebody, whether and again, it ain't got to be financial or none of that. Just if I could just be there for you in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Yo, let me do that. Don't worry about paying back. Don't worry about reciprocating.
Not even looking for it.
I'm offering. If I'm offering, don't worry about it. It's on the house. Yeah. It's on me. I'm offering. Don't worry about that. Like you said, man, I ain't, bro, we not.
I ain't asked you that.
I didn't ask you
I said what you need.
You actually insulted my intelligence, G.
Or
you
I'll
my man.
Yeah, or I'll take it a step further. I get mad when people go through shit, like especially people that are close to me, go through shit that they shouldn't go through if they know me.
Yeah.
Ooh. Fuck you mean you didn't eat?
Yeah.
And you ain't called?
Bro.
Fuck you mean you couldn't get a ride?
Why you sleeping in your car?
And you didn't call me? And you didn't call me. You didn't think to pick up the phone and call me. I'll get upset at you for that because you know how I get down.
Yeah.
You know if we family and we locked in, it's nothing I won't do for you.
Yeah.
The only part that what I would struggle with would be I'll just do.
Yeah.
And keep doing. The well will continue to run. Yeah. And somebody will have to tap me and go, hey, bro, stop.
Yeah.
That's enough.
That's enough.
You've done enough.
You've
done enough.
Yeah.
Like you gotta slow down on just giving. Like I give till it hurts.
Yeah.
Because I know times when I didn't have it.
And I know what that feel like.
And I know how that feels.
I know what that feel like.
Or we didn't have it.
I know.
Or it just was the circumstances we was in.
I know.
And we was looking around like, nigga, if somebody could just
help me.
Help me. Nigga. That's not a drill.
Yeah.
So I'll help, man. Literally, I've given shoes, like people will attest to it, and that's not to brag. I've given shoes off of my feet to people. I've given clothes off of my back to folks.
And I ain't recorded either.
Bruh, I don't even think it's real when you do.
It couldn't be.
I don't even think it's real.
Because what are you doing it for?
What are you doing it for?
And I'm going to tell you something, man. When I was going to church, man, great pastor Raymond M. Light Jr., rest in peace, one of the greatest men I've ever known, bro. He was like a very transparent, a very open and honest man.
Okay.
He didn't do he wasn't the stereotypical pastor. He was down to earth. You could talk to him. Mm-hmm. He was accessible.
Yeah.
He preached one day, man. He said sometimes, and it stuck with me, bro. He said sometimes, man, you just have to do things for people and not expect anything in return.
Yeah.
If you lend somebody some money, the best thing you could do is not expect that money back.
Period.
Don't expect to get paid back. If they pay you back, that's great. But if they don't worry about it because you're doing more for them than you actually know. And that's something that stuck with me, dog. And so now it's like, I just do it out the kindness of my heart, man. I don't care if you're going to pay me back, even if you misuse what I do for you. So if you ask to borrow something, say you lie to me. Hey, yo, I need to pay this light bill, man. Can I, and I give it to you, and then I see you on IG with the Fresh Krispies on.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I ain't mad at you, but just know that bridge, you just TNT'd it, bro.
Man.
You TNT'd it.
Man.
So, but hey, do you enjoy that? Enjoy that. But just know you lost a resource.
There you go.
You lost a resource. No harm, no foul, but you lost a resource.
And if people were smart enough to realize that,
yeah,
bro, all you would have to do for me is to offer or to just be a good friend, and I will always be a good friend to you.
I swear to God.
And you could be as selfish as you could just do it for selfish reasons. Yeah. I always give Leon his money back because he always gonna give me if I need it. And because you're right. Because what Uncle Leon, my father, taught me was, he said, son.
Yo, those were two of the most giving men, bro.
God bless the day of my father. Like
I've seen Unc and my pops, dog, just give things away.
Yeah.
Just give it away.
Yeah, here you go. You don't owe me nothing.
With no hesitation. Just give, and I'm like, yo. We could use that.
Two things on that, though. The first is, he would say, whatever you give willingly, give freely, and never expect it in return.
Facts.
Your blessing comes on the back end.
That's a fact.
He said, you ain't missed no meals, have you?
No.
No, sir. You got a roof over your head? Yes, sir. You got clean water? You got clean clothes? Yes, sir. You always gonna be taken care of if you do the things that you're supposed to do. That's first and foremost.
100.
But he said, realize that anytime you give somebody something, so I give you $20. He said, just use this rule. Don't give them anything else until they repay the $20. He said, that's it. He said,
it's business.
It's business. He said, just like a bank would.
Yep.
Once you repay your loan, you can always get another loan. He said, so even if it was, they needed $60, give me the 20 first.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll give you the 60.
Mm-hmm.
Because he said, and
it's a lesson within there too.
It's always a lesson.
Yeah,
because he would always talk to me with lessons in mind when he spoke, because he was incredibly wise beyond whatever. Like, wish that people could have met my father. He's just an incredible man, and he raised us and my uncle and raised us to be the men that we are. So the things that he taught us and the lessons that it was within that was just, look, son, just be good to people, and you always gonna be blessed, and you always gonna be taken care of. So I've always taken that with me. But what I'm learning in my older age is, if I have other responsibilities, like you have white, so, like, you taking out of their mouth now. Now you taking out of their mouth. I can't allow you to do that, because at the end of the day, I'm still responsible for a household. So now you're taking out of their mouth. So now I have to put my foot down and say, I can't give you this, because I know you ain't gonna give it back, or you're not even in a position to give it back. You know what I'm saying? Or you're never gonna be in a position to give it back, because that's what sometimes irritate me when people say, man, I got you. No, you don't. You haven't had me for 5 years. I'm not looking for you to have me.
I don't even look your I'm
not looking for you to have me.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for you to be real enough and to be honest enough with me. And I truly appreciate, because I don't just want this to go on a negative trend. I truly appreciate the people in my life that will just call me and say, hey, cuz, I got a couple dollars. You want to go somewhere? Hey, famo, I got this going on. Why don't you come through? Hey, folks, man, come through. And, they always offer me something and give me the opportunity to say, no, I'm good. Or, no, I don't need it. Or, no, man, thank you. But I'm going to still, woo. Because those small things, like whatever you can offer me when I know you don't have a lot, because there's a difference between someone who has it and that's generous with it, and has it and won't give it to you.
That's a fact.
Because there's a lot of people out there that have it.
They got it
and won't give it.
And just as tight.
Man, will not give you.
Just as tight.
Will not give you none of it.
That's dope, dog. It just, I don't know. I know for me, man, like I said, it just made me feel good, man.
No,
it just made me
it's
feel
definitely
good. It just made me feel good.
It definitely for me. Like, it definitely gives me a greater purpose when I'm able to give advice, time, energy, books to read. I'll give you
just knowing that you made somebody's day, or that you possibly got them out of a bind, or gave them some sound advice, or
I think that's
change their mood.
I think that's a key proponent of, one, being an adult, and two, being a man or woman. Like, another thing, father used to tell me, like he said, he used to define being an adult as being able to take care of yourself, being a man or woman, being able to take care of yourself and somebody other than yourself. That's why they call it the man, or call you the man, or call you the woman. I was like, wow, that's deep. But that is a tenet that's missing, that we've gotten away from, that we don't have people that genuinely think that it's their responsibility to take care of other people other than themselves. They'll do for themselves all day long, but when it's time for them to do for somebody other than themselves, they ain't got it, they can't do it, they've been hurt because I gave and you ain't give me back, or you did this with the money, or you did that with the money. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with you. That's not your business. Your job was to give it. What you do with it is what you do with it. Now, if I see that you literally go fuck it off, don't expect for me to keep giving you. But I'm not mad at what I did for you, because I did my part. My part was to give it to you.
Yeah.
Your part was to either pay it forward or do what you need to do with it. So
that part.
Yeah, you can't pay your rent 2 months in a row. Well, it's probably gonna be on you this time.
Yeah. You had that month that I helped you to figure that out.
Like you said, you burned the bridge. You killed the resource. And that's, a lot of people are killing resources because they don't know how to be genuine friends and just genuinely, like, the richest and most wealthiest people I've ever been around in my life are the most generous. They give the most. And I've been blessed enough to be around billionaires, kings, sultans, because I was in the military. I traveled, I was a contractor. I lived overseas for a while. I've been to Dubai. I lived in Kuwait. And they're the most generous people you'll ever see in your life.
Yo, I didn't know you couldn't smoke weed in Dubai.
No, you cannot.
Why people be going over there? You can't get high.
You want to know?
You've been over there.
Okay, so there's two reasons why. So you have the young ladies that go over there, because you do have people of the royal family that pay a lot of money to get American women over there. So that, and then you have it's the Vegas of that hemisphere. So they have a 7-star hotel. It is
7.
7-star. It's the only 7-star hotel that I think, you can fact check me on that. The only 7-star hotel that I know of. It's $50 to walk through it.
Yo, wait a minute.
The rooms have aquariums under them. It's $50 to walk through.
It's a $50, like getting into a club. You got to pay $50 just to walk through there.
To walk through it is $50. The rooms are anywhere between $5,000, $7,000 a night.
What?
Oprah, Tyler Perry, like the big boys stay there. Like, so there is a lot of entertainment. They have a man-made island there. It's plenty to do there. They're decadent as hell as far as spending and money. You're going to see a Phantom. You're going to see Ferraris. You're going to see Lamborghinis. A lot of American performers go over there and make a bet.
Oil money.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what that is,
bro.
Oh,
yeah.
That's that oil.
Like, when I lived in Kuwait, you got paid to be a Kuwaiti. It was something like equivalent to our money, like $30,000 a month just to be Kuwaiti. And if you married a Kuwaiti, that's $60,000.
Okay.
So, and they're very, just if you're Kuwaiti, I'm not trying to offend you, but they're very extremely arrogant. Like they, get in front of you in line, I'm Kuwaiti. Now, they ain't play that shit with Americans because they think that we're ultra violent, which we are. But they didn't play with us like that because they knew that, the threat of violence was real because they're not violent over there like we are here. You understand? So, it's a lot to do in Dubai. I went to Dubai. I stayed at the Ritz-Carlton. The rooms were crazy expensive. I was on the beach at the time I was married, so it was me and my wife. We was on the beach in Dubai. I went to Dubai a bunch of times, kicked it there. It was a fun time.
May I interrupt?
Go ahead, sir.
Yo, Cuzzo's single. He's a good nigga, man. Get in them DMs and holler at him, all right? He's 6'3", all right? You see the waves popping.
Don't
hairline. That ain't no Beijing either. That's natural. I'm actually looking at the nigga waves. I'm getting a little jealous, because nigga been bald for about 10 years. But I'm looking at him. I'm only a year older than him. I'm trying to figure out what happened. But anyway, continue, bro.
Anyway,
yeah.
But it was a good time when I lived over there. It was a great time. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about culture, and I learned a lot of the misconceptions that we had about them. Yeah. Like people would say dumb shit like they hate us because of our freedom. No, the fuck they don't. Don't give a fuck about you or your freedom, Jim Bob. Like they don't give a shit. Like literally on the streets of Kuwait, they would drive a Porsche and it would break down. They would leave it on the side of the road and wouldn't go get it again. They got that much money. Americans, we got hip.
So they just throw cars away.
Yeah. So we got hip. Somebody left a Porsche on the road. We go tow that bitch. We pay the fees to get it sent back over here. You got to get it converted from Euro to our style.
Oh, they actually do that?
Hell yeah. Because they was like, wait a minute. So he not coming to get that? It's like, yeah, it costs more money to get it fixed than it would. So they just leave it on the side of the road because they got 3, 4,
I just be following
4, 5
behind.
cars.
I just be following behind.
Bro, you think motherfuckers won? Because the other thing is, Jesus, I don't even want to get into this, but I got to because my people who are called by my name, black folks, we went over there and we clowned. We did what we do. Yeah, motherfuckers over there selling weed. You had people over there slanging pork.
And they don't play about
They don't play
laws,
none
bro.
of that shit.
They would put you in jail for years.
And will kill you. They have public execution still. So the thing was, the running joke over there was, when you went to jail, they cut all your hair off.
Okay.
They cut all your hair off and cut you bald. Whether you male or female, they cut you bald.
Yeah.
They make you sit in front of whatever you did, and then they take a picture of you. So, of course, the U.S. Embassy would have to jump in like, hey, you ain't killing no American. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
like, we're going to come get them. So you would see somebody at work after a wild weekend, and they be bald-headed, and you be like, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened? Man, I was eating a pork chop sandwich in the middle of the street, thought it was... Bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Damn. Pork illegal over there?
Pork is illegal.
All right.
You can't... Not in public. Now, in private, they do all the shit that we do. In private... They drink. In private, they smoke on their boats and their.
You just can't be out in the streets.
You just can't be in the street doing it.
Okay.
You can't be in the street doing it. Under those burqas, the burqa, which is the thing that covers everything. Oh, it's Gucci under there. Don't get it fucked up. Like it's Gucci under there. Like it's Kuwait has the most malls per capita, like in the world, because it's super small, but it has all these places to shop. 24 karat gold. Not silverware, goldware that they would have because gold is cheaper than water there. Yeah, my feeling I have a gold tooth right here. It's 24 karat.
That's a flex right there. I see
a little bit.
There.
A little bit. It was cheaper than actually getting a fit. Like I had to get a tooth, and they was like, "We can give you the tooth that'll fit, or we can give you a gold one." I've always wanted gold teeth.
Yeah, give me
Put that bad boy in there so I can. I can get you one. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I traveled a bit, so
All right. So so my partner always asking me these random wild questions, right? So I'm gonna ask you. So say your homeboy call you, right? One of your closest friends.
All right.
Call you like, hey man, what's up? We ain't hung out in a minute. Let's go grab some dinner. And you like, all right, cool. That's what's up. So y'all go to a little spot. Sit down, order the food, order your drinks. You know, they bring the stuff to the table. They bring your food, bring your drinks to the table. And your man go, hey, that drink look good, man. Can I have a sip? And he like take his straw and like wait for you to. Do you let him sip your drink? He just want to get a taste of it because he want to know if you're going to order him one. You can have it,
sip it, or have it.
Yeah.
And you better not put your straw on my shit. Man law is always in full effect. I don't give a fuck where you at. There are certain rules that men do not do. We just don't do shit like that.
I'm not letting them sip nothing.
Like you don't get to.
You better roll the dice.
Yeah, like I can pour some in your cup, or you can. But you better not put a straw on my shit.
So you ain't gonna just hold it up and let him put his...
No, sir.
All right, that's a violation?
That's a very big violation.
For a long time, though. Yeah, I
don't give a fuck. We're family, you do it. We got a slap box outside. Like, that has to, like, Charlie Murphy wasn't lying. Like, it was a gunfight.
Yeah.
Niggas had to go. Like,
be like, listen.
Like, no.
I love you, but
I love you to death.
Once we pay this tab, we gonna have to talk outside.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Where you get
and people
from?
do like bold shit like that. Like,
yo,
like another thing that men should never do. You should bro, if the fries or the wings come out, until you are invited to the fries or to the wings, or I can give you a napkin and put some on there, don't you dare stick your dick fingers in my goddamn shit. I'm gonna punch the shit out of you.
Don't a man stick
it? Yeah.
Don't reach.
I'm gonna punch the shit out of you. First of all,
I don't like. No. The opposite says don't just reach your hand in my plate.
Right. Now you know how women do. They order some shit and I've become accustomed to.
Nope.
I guess it's our food. Fuck.
Nope.
I get that. I get pissed off at it.
Nope.
It upsets me. But I've given some grace and some leeway on that. A dude can definitely not.
See, that's where my selfish side come in.
I get you.
Order what you want. Order what you want.
So your lady can't? Your lady can't?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying.
But like you said, I don't really...
I don't like it, but she gone...
It's my food, though. I like food, B. Look at me.
Okay, so that's a great question. That's a great question, because now you didn't open the door. So when does your selfish side... Give me some times on certain things to where you like, nah, I don't care if it's my homie or my son or my gal. Nope. Stop. Nope.
I have a hard time. This is what I really battle with. Like if I don't want to do it, you're gonna have a really hard time convincing me to do it. Like I don't care what it is. I try to work on it. And like when I say no, like baby love be like, yo, one thing I admire about you, when you say no,
it's no.
You mean no.
It's no. Yeah.
Nobody can persuade you or convince you otherwise. She was like, not even me. So I try to work on, it's just, bro, my time is so valuable to me. So, and even if I ain't got nothing, it ain't about being busy or having things to do. It's just, I like having my time, dog. My time.
It's your time.
It's my time, Cuzzo.
It's your time.
It's my time, bro. So
it's your time.
I can't get that back. So if I spend this time doing that, then it's like I could have been doing this. Fact. But that's where I start to overcompensate now because I'm trying to get out of that. So I find myself trying to go out of my way to do things and be there for people, man, because I struggle with that. Though. My son was like, hey, can we go to the movies to see such and such? I ain't want to see it. I was like, And he looked at me on some jokey like I know we gonna go. I'm your boy. I ain't going. We can wait for it to come out on.
You can go, but I ain't going.
Wait for it to come out on one of these streaming services, bro.
But it's not going to happen.
I ran it, but I don't want to go. I don't feel like driving. I want to sit here on my couch, get in my zone, and be chilling. So it just varies, bro. It just varies. Like, don't ask me to help you move.
Really? That's the one.
Well, here, I'm gonna say this because people abuse it with me.
Okay.
So because of my stature,
yes,
I'm the first person people call.
You goddamn right.
So going back in the day, people, hey, can you help me move?
Yeah. Can you help me move? You got a strong back.
Yeah. Can you help me move? Yeah. Can you help me move? Yeah. So now it's to the point, yo, don't ask me to help you move.
Right.
And that's just one of the things that I struggle with, dog. That's just one of the things I struggle with. But look, before we get out of here, this is Women's Appreciation Month, right?
Yes, it is. Give it up for the lady. Give it up one time for the lady.
I want you don't have to, it don't have to be anyone specific unless you want to.
Okay.
But name something, or it could be more than one. Okay. But we'll just do one. Name something that you appreciate most about women or about a certain woman or just women in general. What's something that you appreciate?
I do both.
All right.
One thing I appreciate about women in general is just their conversation and their nature. I appreciate talking to women because I get such a great perspective every time I do. I have homegirls. I have female friends. It's caused problems in relationships, whatever. But I love talking to women because I talk to dudes all the time. That's how you learn. And I'm a dude. So we usually agree on shit. So it's like, what do I learn from that?
Nothing.
Women will give me a perspective that I didn't even fucking think about. And will say it in a way that's like, no, like, look at it like this. They've given me some of the greatest relationship advice I've ever heard. They've kept me in relationships like to where I was like, fuck it. And she was like, no. Look at it this way. Or women sometimes with emotion, we may act or we may react to certain, like they have given me such insight that I've been like, man, shit. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah. Like, I love to talk to women just in general and have those conversations. And I think if more men were able to like separate the I'm trying to smash from the just looking at her as a person.
Cuzzo.
Like if they could just do that,
Cuzzo.
Bro, it'll put you somewhere else.
Bro.
It'll put you somewhere else. I'm trying to tell you.
You can learn so much.
Learn so fucking much.
You can learn so much, dog. I've learned so much. And see, I try to tell you stop trying to smash everything.
Everything ain't to be, bruh.
Hey, friendships, bro. We pass up a lot of we miss out on a lot of dope friendships we too busy trying to get the panties.
Dope friendships.
Dog, you can learn so much. excellent listener. I've got some of the greatest advice and some of the greatest suggestions to where I can call a partner and be like, hey, yo, I'm trying to plan this little thing for, baby love, what's up? Well, do she like this? Then I do it, it be a success. Hey, how did she like it? It was a success. Thank you. Yo.
I'm trying to tell you. It's the cheat code in life. Get you
some female friends, bro.
Get you some female
just friends. None of the extracurricular. None of the extracurricular.
Get you women that you can talk to. I mean, even from a work perspective, I have some of the best women that I work with and like are cool as shit, and we have conversations and they give me so much game on things, and I'm like, bruh, like we miss that again, trying to smash. And then the woman I want to kind of give credit to is my sister, who's my best friend, Dion. So I'm Leon, she's Dion.
Yeah.
We're 2.5 years apart.
She crazy. I love her.
Dope as shit, though.
Yeah.
Like, dope as shit.
Love you, Cuzzo.
She literally, like, is my right hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, I need some orange juice. It's two bottles in the fridge. Yo, I go down to her, because we stay, I stay in an apartment above her. I go downstairs, I call it the refrigerator. I call it the supermarket. I literally go down there and grab 6 things and then go upstairs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She is protective of me. She gives me great advice. We're business partners. That is my dog. People don't realize that if you really want to know me, you got to know her. And if you know her, you know me. Because she probably knows me better than most people in this world know me. And that is the kind of blueprint for the relationships that I have, because we're so cool and we goofy as shit. Because again, we grew up together. So we grew up being goofy in the church, making up songs, playing tag.
They used to be lit,
bro. We was
kids
on.
don't know. But go ahead, dog.
Yeah, but anyway, it's when you have those type of relationships, and shout out to my female cousins, shout out to my homegirls. I just have a bunch of great women in my life that
dope women,
that again are just that.
Dope women.
They don't want nothing from me. I don't want nothing from them. All we gonna do is just enjoy each other's company, have a good time, and go from there. And so I really have a different appreciation from women. Even when I was in the military, when people try and say that bullshit of, well, women can't serve in combat, I'll tell a quick story. I had a homegirl of mine with my first deployment to Iraq. Had a homegirl of mine. We used to play spades every day. And my other spades partner here, shout out to my girl Chris, we ain't lost. So you can come get some if you want some. We undefeated. We ain't lost. We was at the marquee running shit. But anyway, so my homegirl, she was we would play spades all the time. So she was a 50 gunner. She stands on top of the Humvee, and she's the person that actually is the gun.
She holding that joint.
Yeah, she holds the 50 cal.
Yeah.
So she had to go outside. We call it going outside the wire, right? So she had to go outside the wire. So I'm walking, I'm walking to my little work area or whatever. And when I'm walking, I see her, and she like, "Hey, Mix." Wait, what? Because she was girly as shit.
Yeah.
But she was a 50 gunner.
She about that business.
She was about that business. She would she would go out the wire, tear some shit up. We would come back, play spades, kick it. My partner, she was just good people. And that's just the relationships that I've had with women, man, in all walks of life. I appreciate them. I love them. I thank them. They've made me who I am today. I cherish the friendships and relationships that I have. So I appreciate the fuck out of them. So, yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. No,
that's dope, man.
That's
dope.
Mo cats need that.
I
think it'll change your swag, fellas. If
I promise you. Game changer, bro.
Yeah.
Game
you get you a good woman. You get you some good women around you that again don't want nothing from you, or that can just see you as a person and you can see them as a person.
I like no cap. When this get to going where it need to go, I just want business women around me to handle the business, because women get shit done.
Man. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts has an all-female black team.
And they get into that bag.
And they get into it.
for me.
So that go to show you.
In general, I appreciate the tenderness. I appreciate the nurturing side because it's hard out here, dog.
Yeah.
So you have to have somewhere to heal.
Yeah.
You have to have someone in your life, be it a significant other, be it a friend, be it a sister, a sibling rather. You have to have, it's vital. Yeah. You have to have that. I just appreciate that. Being able to have those conversations, man, when you feel like nobody gets you. And then they have a way, the right women, they have a way of encouraging you, lifting your chin up in a way that a man can't do it. Man. We tend to do that tough love thing. Hey, toughen up, dog. Yeah. Walk that shit off. Yeah. Sometimes you don't, we've been walking it off our whole life. Sometimes you just want to sit down, bro, and cry if you need to, or just be soft for a minute, be vulnerable. Yeah. Without being judged or ridiculed. Yeah. And so I appreciate that. Yeah. Now, on another note, I'm going to shout out my moms. Man. Because I watched this woman raise me and my brother, dog, like with little or nothing. Yeah. I've seen her just have like an ice cold Pepsi for dinner, just so me and my brother can get full, bro. Yeah. Not eat, just have a Pepsi, some weed, and some sunflower seeds. Mm-hmm. Just so me and my brother can fill our bellies up, bro. Right. Yeah. And never, maybe she broke down behind when that door was closed, but I've never seen her like break. Right. I've seen her bend. I've never seen her break. Man. One of the and I don't like that we like calling like black women like saying they tough as a compliment because they shouldn't have to be tough. No, they shouldn't. But she's one of the toughest women that I know. Resilient. There we go. Resilient. There we go. So I wasn't able to appreciate her as a kid like I do now. Yeah. Because I didn't get it. And then, you know the story, like she wasn't with me in the very beginning stages, my pops. Yeah. So when I went to her, it was a little rocky because I didn't know how to interact with her. Right. I call her Peaches to this day. I even asked her hey, so what am I to call you? She like, you just call me Peaches. Yeah. And so she my Peaches, bro. Yeah. So over the years, now as an adult, man, we just close, bro. Close. She's still a fight for me. She's still... I was joking around with her one day. She was like, do I need to come to your job? I'm like, yo, you 64, yo. She was like, I don't care, my left hand still works. I was like, I forgot you a southpaw. I forgot about that. But yo, I just appreciate her, dog. And I had to thank her, man, once I became a father and started getting into this whole parenting thing, man, because the sacrifices she made, I get it now. Mm-hmm. Because, when you're a kid, you don't pay attention to none of that, dog. You living in the moment, man. You living in the moment. Sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, none of that shit makes sense. So I get it, bro. I get it. And it's a lot of women like that. A lot of single mothers out here, man, who don't get they just due. So honestly, I want to, along with my mom's honorary, but just single mothers out here, bro, that's making it happen with little or nothing. Yeah, single mothers in general. Shout out to my cousin Poobie. Shout out to my big sister Mita, who is more like Peaches. I love Mita. 1,000%. Mita is the fighter. Mita will beat. 1,000%. Don't play with me because my sister coming to see about you. I love my big sisters to death. Just shout out to the single women, man. Single mothers, man. Shout out to single mothers. Shout out to the cousins, aunties, and sisters out there that have been supportive from day one. That take care of us, that look out for us, that are protective of us in the way that they need to be. You're appreciated. I love this like International Women's Day. It is dope. Love to celebrate y'all because again, we do it on Mother's Day and we do it on other days as well. But days like today when we can just shout y'all out and just say, hey man, just appreciate y'all for being in our lives. We definitely take the opportunity to do it. So that's a fact. Yeah. That's a fact. And on that note, Big Zo Podcast. We out.